Reading and analyzing historical passages, especially those related to complex events like the Civil War, requires careful attention to the relationships between causes and effects. Understanding these relationships helps students grasp how and why certain events occurred and their subsequent impact on history. Steps for reading and analyzing for cause and effect. 1. Identify the main event or outcome. Start by determining the central event or outcome discussed in the passage. In the context of the Civil War, this could be the outbreak of the war, a significant battle, the Emancipation Proclamation, or the end of the war. 2. Look for causal language. Authors often use specific language to indicate cause and effect relationships. Phrases such as because of, led to, resulted in, due to, and as a consequence signal these relationships. 3. Identify the causes. Determine the events, conditions, or actions that led to the main event. Causes can be immediate triggers or long-standing issues. For the Civil War, causes include economic disparities, states' rights debates, and the contentious issue of slavery. 4. Identify the effects. Examine the outcomes or consequences of the main event. These effects can be immediate or long-term. For instance, the Civil War's effects include the preservation of the Union, the abolition of slavery, and the economic devastation of the South. 5. Consider multiple perspectives. Historical events often have various causes and effects viewed differently by different groups. Recognize that perspectives from the North, South, enslaved people, and policymakers may differ. 6. Analyze the sequence of events. Understanding the chronological order of events can help clarify how one event led to another. Create timelines if necessary to visualize these relationships. 7. Evaluate the impact. Assess the significance of the causes and effects. Which were the most influential in shaping subsequent events? How did they alter the course of history? 8. Contextualize the passage. Place the passage within the broader historical context. How does this specific event relate to larger trends or themes in American history? Sample historical passage on the Civil War. The American Civil War, fought from 1861 to 1865, was a transformative period in United States history. The primary causes of the war were deep-seated differences between the northern and southern states over issues such as states' rights, economic disparities, and, most significantly, slavery. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860, who opposed the expansion of slavery, acted as the immediate catalyst for southern states to secede from the Union, fearing that their way of life and economic interests were threatened. The war had profound and lasting effects on the nation. The Union was preserved, and slavery was abolished, as evidenced by the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 and the 13th Amendment in 1865. Additionally, the war led to significant economic and social changes. The South's economy, heavily reliant on slavery, was devastated, while the North experienced industrial growth. The Reconstruction era that followed attempted to rebuild the South and integrate formerly enslaved people into society, although it faced numerous challenges and resistance. Analyzing the passage for cause and effect. 1. Main event, outcome. The Civil War, 1861 to 1865. 2. Causal language. The primary causes of the war were: the election of Abraham Lincoln acted as the immediate catalyst. The war had profound and lasting effects. 3. Causes. Deep-seated differences over states' rights and economic disparities. The issue of slavery. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860. 4. Effects. Preservation of the Union. Abolition of slavery, Emancipation Proclamation, 13th Amendment. Economic devastation of the South. Industrial growth in the North. Reconstruction-era efforts to rebuild the South and integrate formerly enslaved people. 5. Multiple perspectives. Southern states feared for their way of life and economic interests. Northern states and abolitionists saw the moral imperative to end slavery and preserve the Union. 6. Sequence of events. Long-standing issues, states' rights, economic disparities, slavery, lead to tensions. Election of Lincoln in 1860 triggers secession of Southern states. Civil War begins in 1861. Emancipation Proclamation issued in 1863. War ends in 1865, followed by the 13th Amendment and Reconstruction. 7. Impact evaluation. Preservation of the Union was crucial for the nation's future. Abolition of slavery was a monumental step toward civil rights, though its implementation and aftermath were fraught with challenges. The economic shift between North and South laid the groundwork for future regional dynamics. 8. Contextualization. The Civil War was a turning point in American history, addressing fundamental issues of governance, economy, and human rights. The Reconstruction era set the stage for ongoing struggles for civil rights and regional reconciliation. By following these steps, students can effectively read and analyze historical passages, uncovering the intricate cause and effect relationships that shape our understanding of history. This has been a production of D&J Designs and MathMan 1962. Please click the subscribe button if you would like to be notified when new videos are posted. Adult education instructional materials available at https://edtech.dnjdesigns.org.